So I'm sure you've all seen this footage of Tyson Fury that has surfaced in the past day or so. He is absolutely steaming, absolutely blind drunk, having to be escorted from a pub, and then he's seen outside the pub crawling around on the pavement on his hands and knees, seems to bump his head on a lamppost in front of him. Yeah, he is all over the shop, pissed as a fart, as they say in the UK. He is, this is not a good look at all. Many people are taking this opportunity to fire some shots at Tyson Fury, saying that he's still enjoying his celebrations for the new year. He's still recovering from the left hand that Usyk landed on him in the 9th round. And to be fair, I think this is fair game. I'm not going to begrudge these people because Tyson Fury, he's no stranger to shit-talking other people. So you get what you give, in a sense. However, there's a sizable contingent of people, might even be the majority actually, who are defending Tyson Fury. And they are, saying stuff like, oh, who are you to judge him? He's just fought for undisputed. He's out enjoying himself. He's letting loose. He's letting his hair down, all this kind of stuff. And, I mean, yeah, these people aren't wrong. Tyson Fury, I guess he is due a little bit of a break and a rest and to get his bearings. However, how is this going to help his preparations for an Alexander Usyk rematch? Because that is the critical thing that these people are missing. They're completely missing the point. They're so eager to defend Tyson Fury and almost justify his actions on his behalf that they're missing the elephant in the room. The fact that he's going to be supposedly rematching Alexander Usyk in a matter of months. And so how is this going to benefit his performance? I can't think of any ways. However, I can think of a myriad of ways in which this actively is detrimental to his performance and his longevity in the sport. So I think people, they really need to give your head a shake, because you're too caught up in defending Tyson Fury for whatever reason. And it's not the case. It's not about a hit piece on Tyson Fury. It's not about kicking a man while he's down. It's about objectively assessing how his conduct is going to affect his performance in the ring. So you can take out Tyson Fury, you can put him aside and plug in any other top-level heavyweight into his position where they're supposedly going to be rematching Alexander Usyk in a few months and they're out acting like this. It's not about whether it's Tyson Fury or anyone else. It's more about the conduct itself. And that's one thing about Tyson Fury in particular, if we do zoom in on him, is he is fantastically talented. That is undeniable. Tyson Fury is a top-flight natural talent. However, he's also, in my opinion, the embodiment of the saying, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard. Because we've seen over the course of Tyson Fury's career that his work ethic is sporadic at best, I think it's fair to say. He's managed to pull out some great performances, some very memorable performances, managed to secure great results. But when he's going up against someone like Alexander Usyk, who is the quintessential consummate professional, that talent's probably not going to be enough. And we saw that in the first fight between these two a few weeks ago, where the smaller, older man in Alexander Usyk, he really came through in that fight in a big way. And that was because, obviously, he's proved himself to be a better fighter than Tyson Fury, technically, tactically, but there's also the element of discipline. When have you ever seen Alexander Usyk out of shape? When have you ever seen him, letting loose, getting caught in instances like this, where he's absolutely paralytic, stumbling around? You don't. And that amounts to quite a bit in a sport like this, where at the highest level, the margins for error are so small that you really need any advantage you can get. And one of the ultimate advantages is going to be that compounding effect of years of discipline, where you cultivate your abilities and you abstain from anything that can be detrimental to your abilities and your performance. That's what we've seen from Alexander Usyk, someone who lives to box. It's really night and day. And yeah, as I say, like, this is not a good look for Tyson Fury. And I think in my post-fight video after the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury fight, I expressed my doubts as to whether the rematch would actually happen. I feel like Tyson Fury, he seemed like he was really eager to take that rematch, more so just because it was in the moment. You know, the adrenaline's still pumping. There's a lot of emotion. I said I wasn't convinced that it was genuine. I think, you know, once he had a moment to sleep on it and realize and look back on the fight, he'd probably go in another direction, maybe even retire. This only strengthens my suspicion. I'd be actually quite surprised if this rematch actually goes ahead. I know there is a little while away. It's like 6 months, which in boxing terms isn't a long time. You know, months go by like that. Yeah, I'm not convinced that this rematch happens. I just don't see it happening. You know, I do like to have some kind of tangible, objective rationale a lot of the times, but I don't ignore my gut feeling, and my gut feeling is that the rematch doesn't happen. I just don't see it. But hey, I've been wrong before. I might be wrong again. However, I think it's undeniable that this is a bad look for Tyson Fury. This is not the conduct, it's not the lifestyle that is conducive to being the highest level athlete you can be, the highest level achiever you can be. And, you know, myself and many other people, we touched on this before the Usyk fight even happened. I remember doing a video, I think it was last year actually. It might have been, actually no, I think I actually did a video in the lead up to the Fury White fight where I asked the question, how is Fury's lifestyle, particularly of a few years ago where he was really going at it. You know, this guy was fat as a house. He was completely out of shape, just mentally and physically, grossly out of shape. The effects of that, how are they going to carry over? Because maybe you can get away with it when you're fighting the likes of Dillian Whyte, Derek Chisora, Francis Ngannou, even though many people would say that the writing was on the wall in that fight. When you get to the absolute elite level, where, as I say, the margins for error are so small, so tiny, all that stuff catches up. And what kind of effect it's going to have? Because it could be the difference between winning and losing. And even if you still lose, you might lose by a small margin, or you might get absolutely battered, depending on just how well you've looked after yourself. So, yeah. To the people who are ignorant, naive, maybe even borderline stupid, this is not going to do good things for Tyson Fury and his performance and his longevity. So, yeah, take your head out of his backside and see it for what it is. This is not the conduct, it's not the action of someone who is trying to prioritize improvements in their performance. Stop trying to justify what Tyson Fury is doing out of some blind love and adoration for him. Look at it for what it is, objectively. And it's not about hit piece on Tyson Fury. As I say, any other fighter in this position would get the same treatment. However, there is no other fighter in Tyson Fury's position. It's just him, and he's the one acting like this. So, yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you make of this? And for now, thanks for listening. I'll catch you in the next video.